zodiac signs from my least favorite to my favorite. This is my first video, I believe, where I have my purple hair. I had a little bit of a mini mental breakdown and put in some temporary purple dye into my hair. It'll wash out after a while, but I just needed a change, so yeah, shout out to the purple. We fill in the purple vibes, obviously, but yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in. Don't take offense to this, it's all fun and games, it's just my opinion, and you know, don't take it that serious because you're not just your sun sign. There's so much more that goes into a person, and just because, you know, something may be lower on my list doesn't mean I'm not gonna like you if you are that sign. Like, it's just all fun and games, and just based on people I've met and experiences and the stereotypes of the signs, what would be my favorite and what would be my least favorite. So we're gonna go down the list, and I'm a Pisces, so I take everything very sensitively, and even I know that this is just for fun. So but yeah, so to start this off, I will say I am a Pisces sun, an Aries moon, and an Aquarius rising, so that might give you like little hints as to maybe what signs I'm gonna prefer and get along with better. But let's get started. I actually have notes and everything, so we're gonna start with my least favorite and work my way up to my most favorite. At number 12, we have Geminis. Now, before I get attacked, I just find myself not usually getting along with Geminis unless their moon or, you know, their rising sign is similar to mine. Like, I have a really good friend, her name is Mandy, she's a Gemini, but we both have Aries moons, so I get along with her really well. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna talk about some positives and negatives, sort of why. So Geminis are very fun, they're the life of the party, they're very social and they're funny, but I just find that they have such a dual-sided personality that you never really know what you're gonna get. They're very unpredictable, and they just have that like crackhead energy, if you know what I mean. And I feel like with me being a water sign, I'm very low-key, chill, laid back, and yeah, I just find that I don't really get along with Geminis that much. Donald Trump is a Gemini, just saying, but my son Sylvester is a Gemini, my cat, and yeah, he's crazy. He's definitely crackhead energy, but I do love him. So 11 is Capricorn. The reason that Capricorn is lower on my list is just because Capricorns are usually pretty serious people. They're not very like dreamy and stuff. They like the facts, and they're very like motivated, driven. They like focusing on success, money, stuff like that, which is great. But I am a Pisces, as I said, so I'm very dreamy, and I love like astrology and like, you know, these like what if things, and I'm always daydreaming and stuff, and I feel like Capricorns are just too serious for me. They're like a stone. You have to like really work hard to break through for them to like show their emotions and be vulnerable. And I just prefer people that like easily open up to me, because I'm an open book, and I just get along better with people that are kind of the same way. We can share experiences and stuff. But I also just don't really know that many Capricorns in my life, so I don't have much experience with them. Number 10 is Sagittarius, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna hate me for that. The reason that Sagittarius is kind of low, most Sagittariuses are supposed to be very optimistic. They're ruled by the planet of luck, and so they usually are very optimistic, happy, make the best out of situations. But for some reason, I feel like every Sagittarius that I know is kind of a negative person, like a Debbie Downer, and they're very pessimistic, and I just don't like surrounding myself with that energy. So it's kind of weird, but that's mainly based on my own personal experience with Sagittariuses. I just find that Sagittariuses are also pretty selfish. They really are always looking out for themselves, and they can be kind of flaky, and yeah, but they are really fun, and they love traveling, and like, you know, they're fun to be around. Number 9 is Leo. Now, Leo would be lower, but I had to bring it up a little bit higher because for some reason I am attracted to Leos. I attract them in my life, especially Leo men. Both of my exes, my last ex-boyfriend was a Leo moon, my ex-boyfriend before that was a Leo sun. They are attracted Pisces, where I'm such an empath and I'm such a caring person. I like getting that energy back. I'm not very selfish. I like care about everyone around me, and I want that energy back, and I feel like Leos don't really give that, but they are very loyal, which is good. But yeah, I don't know. My ex-boyfriends have all had Leo placements, so I think that's why I put them kind of lower in my list, but they are very, very charming. Number 8 is Scorpio. My little sister is gonna kill me because she's a Scorpio, but I really do love Scorpios on like a base level connection. Like, they're emo like me, they're water signs, so you know they have a lot of feelings, and yeah, they're cool, they're like bad bitches. But again, Scorpios are very secretive. They like to keep their feelings in. They're kind of hard to read. As a Pisces, I just prefer the signs that are more like open with their feelings and like, you know, let you in on what they're going through and what they're like, because I like relating to people. I'm a very emotional person, so yeah. But Scorpios are just very secretive and they keep things to themselves, and I don't like having to like really try hard to like get someone to tell me how they feel, you know. But other than that, they're cool. Number 7 is Libra. Now, I think Libras are very, very fun. I feel like they're like, again, sort of like Gemini, the life of the party. They're very fun to be around. They have this like dumb bitch energy, sort of like they're almost kind of like ditzy, I feel like, which is fun and entertaining. They're also really indecisive. Like, they can never make a decision, and it's like kind of frustrating sometimes. But honestly, Libras are, you know, in the bottom half of my rankings, simply just because I don't really know many Libras in my life. I don't have much experience with them. But yeah, number 6 is Virgos. Now, again, Virgos are higher up in my rankings simply because I attract a lot of Virgos in my life. I have an ex-boyfriend who is a Virgo sun. My best friend since elementary school is a Virgo sun. So obviously I must get along with them, you know. But Virgos are so judgmental. Like, so judgmental. Probably the most judgmental sign. And if you're a Virgo and you're sitting there and you're like, I'm not judgmental. Yes, you are. I'm just kidding. But yeah, they really are. It's like their way or the highway. They think everything needs to be done their way. I would say they're a little bit more emotional than like a Capricorn, but still they kind of show their care and emotion in other ways that I'm just not typically used to. But yeah, so now we have my top 5. At number 5 we have Aquarius. I love Aquariuses. I think that they are just weirdos. They're very social, they're witty, and they're fun. They're weirdos. They're definitely the weirdos of the Zodiac sign. And I also find that they're kind of pushovers. Yeah, I like Aquariuses, but sometimes they're a little too weird for me. Just depends on the day. But yeah, they are number 5. Number 4 is Aries, which is my moon sign. And honestly, the reason that it's higher up is because it's my moon sign, so like I do relate to them. But like, looking on an outside perspective, I can understand why people might not really like Aries as much. They are really aggressive. They're very crazy. They're just out there. They're gonna do what they want. They're easily bored, and if they're bored, they're just gonna dip. But because I relate with that a lot, they're higher up on my list, because, you know, I know what that's like. My little brother's an Aries also, and he's like one of the funniest people I know. So yeah, I do love my Aries. Definitely my favorite fire sign. A little bit biased, but whatever. Number 3 is Pisces, which is my sun sign. The reason that Pisces is not higher up on the list is because we're annoying. Like, I know we're annoying. Pisces are so lovable and caring and empathetic, and we're dreamy and artistic, and like, I love us. I love being a Pisces. But I also know how clingy we are, how much we complain, how we cry all the time, and I can understand how that can be annoying. It's annoying being a Pisces. Like, I get annoyed at myself. But yeah, I love us, but simply just because we can be pretty emotional and annoying, we're lower on the list. Still top 3 though, you know. Number 2 is Taurus. I love Tauruses. I think I balance really well with them. Some of my favorite people in my life are Tauruses. My dad is a Taurus. Taurus, and he's like my favorite person ever. I have some really close friends that are Tauruses. I just think that they're very caring, they're stable, they're comfortable, and you know, they're warm. They just radiate this warm energy, and they love food, and I love food, so we get along. The reason that Taurus is not my number one though, however, is because they can be kind of hot and cold with their emotions. Like, Tauruses are pretty easy to like open up and talk about how they feel if they trust you and they're comfortable with you. But the second that they just feel like they don't want to anymore, they'll stop. They'll just stop talking. They'll stop being emotionally vulnerable. They'll just kind of like cut you off a little bit. When they're done, they're done. And for me, that unpredictability sometimes can be stressful. But Tauruses are also very loyal, so when things get rough and maybe they're not being as emotionally vulnerable, you can always count that they're still there for you. They still love and care about you. They just need some time for themselves. Last but not least, my favorite sign is Cancer. Probably, I'd say like the top three are very interchangeable, but Cancer, I just feel like Cancers really balance me out as a Pisces. We're both very emotional. Cancers have that mom energy. They just want to take care of you, make sure you're okay. And I feel like as a Pisces, I'm so used to taking care of everyone else that sometimes it's nice to have someone want to take care of me. I have some close friends that are Cancers, and they give great advice, and they're always there to help make sure that I'm doing okay. Yeah, I love my Cancers. I wish I had more Cancers in my life though. So yeah, that is my rankings of my favorite to least favorite zodiac signs. Again, this is just for fun. Everyone is cool. I love you all. I have nothing against any specific zodiac sign. I don't hate anyone. Please don't take it personally. I don't take astrology that serious to where like if you're a Capricorn, I can't be your friend, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more astrology videos, let me know what you guys want to see down